Tonight, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Los Angeles Chargers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up second.
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something that feels good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
At the 33-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he'll let one go deep for Howard. He's got it with the 15. Touchdown, LA. Big play there. 67 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
And the Chargers grab the 7-0. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
What an explosive kickoff return from the 2 all the way to the end zone. A 98-yard return for 6. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And down inside the 15 he goes. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Number 26.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And almost intercepted. If he could have picked it, maybe some space to go the other way. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to go for a big... He's got a man complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline, and that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Now left side on the swing pass. There he goes left side. All the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. 41 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfect. Whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is, and of course the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
L.A. readies for its next possession. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports.
14-14.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a give right side. Brooks. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Flushed out right. And eventually taken. Down here. Great coverage downfield.
A loss of 1 yard.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
At their own 30.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, but their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
This throw caught left side. And they'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. And 24 yards the gain there, another first down as well.
first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that... will make the score 21-14. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Well, the second down throw on target. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down. Back to throw here. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 23. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Flush to his right. He's fully caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, or they want to let their return guy touch it.
Long for the point after. He's got it, and we're all tied. At 21. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to let this one and get his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 33 yards that time.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. If you're a fan of offensive football, this game has suited you well. Both offenses continuing to move the ball with relative ease.
Yeah, and if you're a fan of defensive football, you're not having so much fun watching this one. And these coordinators, they've got to be scrambling to figure out a way to counter so far. It may just come down to which one of these defenses can make one stop that could change the course of this game.
Throw in the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. From 10 yards out. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a Bengals score.
21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
10-10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know that...
And that's caught inside the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
First and 10 at the 29.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 46. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half from our quarterback. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Taking in at the 3. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. The throw in the middle taken in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
8-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
4 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. On first down, Pierce. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows that throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
The score, Bengals 31, Chargers 24.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in courts, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive in the third quarter. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. Maybe he's wondering, hey, what else do I have to do? He's playing well as we roll through some of these highlights. Bottom line, though, they're down.
And while he may be wondering, he's got to get that out of his mind. He's got to think to himself, lead, continue to play well, maybe a little bit extra. That's what quarterbacks do when they're trying to get their teams into the victory lane.
See if he can lead them to that victory lane. They'll run on first down. It's Brooks. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And they give this time to the tailback. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try to limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The kickoff now all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
The Bengals set to take over. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Chargers 46-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
That's good.
Well, that's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Here it's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The quick slant caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
They'll try here for the extra point. And they will take a 7. Point lead now. That time a 6-play drive. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown.
Chargers 31.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. They'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
The quarterback sacked.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And yes, he's into the end zone, so they get
have to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Ty Long for the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth.
Quarter. Good. The game is tied at 38 all.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
34-yard line.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play, get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. Tack on 15 more for the face mask, and that becomes a huge play.
Big pass gets caught on you. You're doing everything possible to get him on the ground, and sometimes you end up grabbing the face mask.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Pierce. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, they're... a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming out.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and making an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
See if they can cover all their bases. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down.
And 10 yards to go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for a touchdown with the clock reading triple zeros. And the extra point, if they hit it, will send this thing to overtime.
Well, there's no doubt they just seized the momentum with that one. They can go ahead and kick the extra point here and ride that home wave on on into overtime.
And no swing. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. LA set to take over again on offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Now a first throw here in overtime. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And he comes back with one complete.
The pass completes to number 14.
Decision time now on 4th and about 1.5 yards.
I can still hear my high school coach, John Ford, right now. I want my number one play with my number one runner over my number one blocker. Get me the first down. But some may very well say, put this thing away, pin them down deep, and play field position.
The Bengals getting set to go. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. Going up top. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they're ruling incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
But, partner, look where the ball's being placed now. They're deep in the red zone, which to me, that opens up their options, because they can run the field goal kicker out there right now, or they can decide to run a play and put it into the perfect position he might require in order to make the game-winning kick.
That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. That's one of those pivotal plays that'll just stick out in everybody's mind from this game. If he picks that off, what a momentum swing down here in the end zone.
And he did his job. He knocked the ball away. But it does feel like a letdown for him and his teammates, doesn't it? A chance to intercept it, turn it back over to his offense with a chance to win the game.
Well, the Bengals are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. An absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime.
Tonight's final score.
A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we got the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.